West, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Breeze now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape.
The battle threaded, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down now, it's Carson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check. Hey, tight down. There you go.
There's Wilson to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that with any type of arc, there's a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
5-8.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Saints on fourth down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Breeze going to go on fourth down. That's complete to Meredith. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Ready? Yellow lady.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Switch. Hey, Mike 50.
Now they try the right side here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready? 95-56. 95-56.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
We're good. 5-4, ready.
Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, easy. Right there. 54, right there. Watch the sprint.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Now Wilson. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Sammy!
On play action. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson is going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And this is back to a 5-point game. here comes the kickoff. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cassius Marsh able to get him for a loss of about 3. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. On play action, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Outside is that stuff that goes by when you're inside the limo. Oh, snap! He plays basketball outside the limo court? Yeah. So then he gets really good at basketball.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their jobs, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Wilson now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, Delta. Hey, kill. Here we go. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Ready, 95-56. Cut it left.
A 10th carry for Kamara. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Breeze to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. With a sack and Ziggy onside.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT.